Hola, buenos días. Aquí estamos. Vamos a terminar este jueguito ya, ¿no? Que ya se está haciendo un poquito de rogar.
This old cylindrical. The boy helps you out. There's a red starter switch. The recoil start wakes the old generator up instantly. The machine sputters like an old.
Winning? We're doing this?
Clic.
Dim golden glow.
Ah, shit! It's on!
The door comes screeching to a halt. Behind it, you see a hole in the concrete wall where light shines in.
Vámonos para allá. Pero... Bueno. Joder, se va a tener que abrir del todo, macho.
Fucking right! Kuno knows. This place is spooky as fuck. Kuno doesn't know, but Kuno wants to know. Are you? Are you? Why? The door is open. We can just...
The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. A dim ambient or the dial
Whoa!
It's an air-gapped system.
¡Wow! Pues hay luz casi que mejor, ¿no? Vamos para afuera. ¿Dónde? ¿Qué pasa? Que me spoileé. Mirando cuánto nos quedaban. ¿Cuánto nos quedaba? Me spoileé una cosilla. Pero no sé cómo activarla. O sea, es lo que está sonando, ¿vale? Ese chirrido es... Tío, ¿habrá algo con lo que pueda...? ¿Será con
Bent
eso?
metal. Broken glass. You are the destroyer. The bane of inanimate matter. Kudos.
Tío, ¿cómo se activa? No lo entiendo. No, es que no puedo. Es que os comento, el gusano ese que estaban buscando, el insecto palo ese que estaban buscando la señora y el señor mayor, descubrí que acercándote aquí eso que suena es ese bicho, ¿vale? Y puedes hablar con él, pero la cosa es que no entiendo por qué no me deja... O sea, lo estoy escuchando, o sea, tengo claro de qué es eso, pero no puedo, no sé por qué no se me muestra.
Talk to Kuno. Kuno doesn't want to talk about this.
That
That toxic shit back Locust City. Kuno,
a truly rare moment of self.
you better not make Kuno.
Pero no sé qué hacer. Me ha un sonido bastante molesto. Mm, ¿Qué es esto? Ah, pero... Vale. Es en medio del diálogo con este. Yo creía que había que acercarse o algo, macho.
An old man wearing
An
tracksuit
old
trousers
man.
leans on the frame stock of his rifle, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see. I did. And you opened it. How? I should have burned that console down. Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
I told you not to play shitty rock. Fucking old man. Couldn't keep his rocking.
Technically, this wasn't traditional rock. It was more independent melodic.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness, a weapon of the bourgeoisie. The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip-gyrating, mental illness music. It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done. It's a triangle.
Southeast Samarin made.
Whoa! Massive
It was sent to us by our brothers in the... You heard me. It's good now, like chalk white from the ball.
The fuck? No fucking way. Not on Kuno's life. Officer Kuno's got his keel 89 pointed at your fucking head, and he is gonna blow it clean off if you don't drop your weapon.
Even with the intensity he's putting in those words and the fidgeting in his pocket, the kid,
Disarmed by a kid. To hell with it. It's out of bullets.
he steers on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound, a strange sadness, like a song.
The future teach
The present,
the present to be afraid and cold. Real music. Real Proletkult. That's la revacholie.
you need to address that remark.
The job of a shitlicker. It is the anthem of the world revolution. In Grad, they sang brave children, favorites of history. And in Sinya, how did it go? Something about shooting rabbits.
He waves erratically with his hand. It was dear to him. He resents forgetting it. His gaze follows your motions. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
This guy's smoked a lot of people with this, huh?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
Wait. Like the fucking ancient army?
Yes, I am from the Insulindian Citizens Militia, recruited from I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed, and I...
51 minus 8.
No. I've been on other islands. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Now, 43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget.
He just couldn't. He nods, but he can now.
Hiding, fishing.
2 police officers step out. Patrol officer. The officers go, leaving behind the...
Always waiting. For her to return. Girl, child, revolution. I am not a fool. I know the material base for an uprising. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore. However hard I try, whatever I do.
What has he done? Perhaps a confession would lighten the mood.
I was just... You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomic... A second is all it took for reaction to take hold. Petty bourgeois terror. It's the same thing.
It remains unclear what it is. He makes leaps.
May the 13th. The combined might of international huddled on the floor. The artillery was
A terrible shame still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it.
now. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. Airships. I climbed. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft, the mask of humanity fall from Capítulo. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. That the bourgeois are not human.
The old man does not say more. Those...
It's not an island, Dwat. The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me, Iblis. The black-eyed ain't.
Shaitan Ahura, the darkened one.
How does anyone survive? Supplies, vegetables. I've been throwing up blood since winter.
He does seem frail. Good for his...
Kuno's dad has this shit. Wine belly. The cops can take care of this, right? Medicine shit. With, like, facilities.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. I have been running out of that stuff. There's nothing to look over. I haven't. I have holes in my... I don't even know what. Inferno? At least you know it. The traders of this city turned the lights back on in the 30s. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken?
It was hard in the 10s. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for strength. What was it like?
Segundo.
There was hope. A little hope. They needed to snuff it out. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, and others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching. From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting.
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves. Right? Useless now. Rusted. Sleeping. Some nights.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Hola Sara, ¿qué tal? Buenos
They
días.
stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment.
Estamos ya en
too.
el final del juego prácticamente. Nos queda una horita, dos.
Propaganda officers. A lot of our boys did. I spent...
The old man looks across the water at the city. The
¿Dónde te
ruins.
juego? Sí,
the motorways
unas
rising
30
above
y...
it.
32, 33, 34 creo.
You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. You're the RCM. You represent
sí, lo que acaba de
as
decir.
a prisoner.
A spray of blood from his mouth. Rene, the royalist on the coast.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have.
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
Honor is a feudal atavism. No, I am not a soldier. Trained in historical materialism.
The old man doesn't.
My pig asked you a question.
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique is a knight philosopher of the revolution. A few.
He was like a cleric, a shepherd.
No.
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
You're inert lumpen with a.
The old man's.
There's nothing serious in this world. Pain.
Compostura un puntito, ¿no? O sea. 25 al todavía no lo he terminado. Los speedrunners se lo pasan en menos de media hora. Ya, me lo imagino. ¿Se dedican a eso? ¿Cómo puedo...? Compostura. Compostura. Un poquito de compostura. Compostura. Curioso que un chandal me dé compostura, pero bueno. ¿Quién lo iba a decir? Ya está, no parece... Ah, estos zapatos me dan compostura.
Minions of capital.
What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid. It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic. You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different.
No, I'm not okay. I shit blood, and I'm surrounded by insane.
There it is again. Erratic.
I've used it.
Even the kid.
Killing people? Like straight offing them?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? I've used it to kill people.
You mean like lately?
There is no after the war.
So he's continued killing after. Going straight. No, you don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Oh, yes. That one.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune.
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks.
Got nothing to say about that boomstick, huh? You choking?
Yes, it's a real gun. Not like your little... You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons?
Damn, he saw you. So he saw you. Okay, so what? Don't let it divert you.
You let them all die. Pranced around. Let your little friend be shot too. Who are you trying to prove this to, huh? Your friend? He's not here. He's dead, isn't he? The world will rejoice when he dies.
Like a marionette on some This pushed him, but not enough.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence.
He's practically admitting to it.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you? One twig got broken. Now the others are sad.
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything.
Stupid twat. Nate, your brain is rotting from the radio waves.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, but still, perhaps you suspected it. The vision was you, was it? Supposed to? The inland sea.
Standing there.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here, and Maybells on Clausia's, and nowhere else. Nowhere in all of Martinique. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's
Me
bed.
tira hostia, no me he dado cuenta.
Now, they're gonna come up.
A darte un golpe en la Ah, no, que me lo he dado a mí mismo. Creía que le había metido la hostia al señor, digo. Hostia.
You got it. Remember? The boot prints were like no...
Everything is brands with you individualists. Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called Sensorique. These are not the unusual horizontal patterned soles you saw. Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters?
The kid gives you a quick sideways glance. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering. The old man stares at it. You've almost got him. Just the last little push.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic even.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood. Resurrection. The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless...
Bet you've been sneaking around a lot. Hidden. Know any secret paths? Kuno knows paths.
I may. Classier.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
My ears don't reach with the victim.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked smile. Yet isn't quite.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with... beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for... Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to invest...
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol. I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase. And I pulled the trigger. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. And so they did.
Fucking hell.
Be very, very precise now. Don't make a splash. You can still mess it up.
Yes.
Now, a motive. You still need a motive. The confession alone isn't enough. He could say he was taking a fall for someone. Insane. Coerced. It's useless in court without a motive. Coax it out of him. He's still warm. They were fucking.
I'm always looking.
You always creeping on people through your scope like that?
A rifle scope has the best magnet.
And if you don't like what you see?
Yes. Think
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types, you got him going. Connect every little piece now. Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to ramble.
3 weeks ago, when the rich hag came in on her...
Joyce. He means Joyce.
wrinkled up whore. Black sexual morals are a bourgeois ploy. As to pederasty, the party league. So don't you sermonize me, you racist shithole. It's still bourgeois. They moved into a deserted apartment above the roundabout. Radio equipment out for all to see. Reactionary radio playing. I've seen their kind during the landing. Those Occidental and messed phalangs weren't conscripts. Barely alive. I could see they've returned now to show their real face. Them fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying it.
For him to stop reacting to stimuli, to be broken off from the world.
And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more sec. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But
This man has seen past her, like you, and now he longs to see her, to punish her.
since she came to Martinez, hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me. Her passport and ticket to Villiers.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away at the edge of the earth.
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually. No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to foul. Oh, I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks. I could see who she was, too. A spook, on the run. Revachol's the cloaca of Capítulo now.
The bruises. Can you make that out in a scope?
You can't see that through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a clip-point knife.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the snorts.
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass. I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and yes, that, too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me.
Those two took the cake.
Yeah, the lightning gets shit going. Speed freaks fucking in the bushes.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty. I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union box window.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day. See you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. Burn.
You're delusional. Made a little love nest up there. Sweaty linen and bottles they would use for God knows what. That kind of thing is fine by the party. So it's fine by me.
Seems like the answer was yes.
There's nothing to hold on to.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping.
Man needs to feel something else. Yes, over the years. It's not unproletarian to feel something. No, I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room, the day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things.
It's as if something put the thought there, to leave the flowers.
Maybe. I told you, I have holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just... If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you. Her.
It was about bitches.
There, motive, detective.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days. Good for her. That girl kept staring into the scope, you know. In the end, this last week, at night, crying or smoking on the roof, like she knew I was here. It doesn't matter.
Across the water, on a dilapidated, he's the special consultant, Hydos, as the men go. Patrol officer, good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need something good for this.
We can totally get more out of him. He's squealing.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? You could get more out of
A tragic comedy.
a strange little, the familiar, put, put, put.
Specifically, the whole city is a chump because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's that pump full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Yes, not since the intense. The worst is that that's all the rich. We did.
The disco whores are too. There was something about a statue and nihilistic. Ask about that, cock.
Whores. Syphilis is the bacteria entered his brain and made him.
That is technically possible. Although Philippe III was not actually syphilitic.
And he still went on. What a keen rip. Forgot. Some
Wait, it suddenly strikes you. Perhaps it was not as it seemed.
What are you talking about? What is this madness? So you're saying it's...
Not only.
We did always have the prettiest posters. Maybe you're right. Yes.
The smallest doubt take
The fat you. Another hideous disappointment.
disappointment.
That mobster toad couldn't run a shit.
He's been sweet talk.
You can't.
The clears know don't go straight for the kill.
I haven't approached anyone. He didn't just stepped right off the boat. I was right about 20 years ago. Neither of them could.
That's around the time.
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respect. Never trust a social democrat. Let me be here.
They let him.
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat. As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything. Try teaching him some Marzovian socio...
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them. The connection comes to you like a splash of cold water. Dark, cold. He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the dark bend.
That bourgeois cow, Tiffin Holly was her name, licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. Never seen a labor leader so hot on mutual and money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder. She was. And she was real soft on those money men. Had a Barbara called in, they say, on the eve of battle.
No, that's not quite it.
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is. The bend in the river.
Because she was dead.
Just say nothing.
The cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal grasping her tit and drowned. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like she often was, heading home to Grand Coron or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new It was someone shot her. Or maybe she just fell. Nothing changed. Not in the...
Slippery fuck didn't keep his word.
I saw it happen, and I like everyone is a blobber in this world. Everyone betrays everyone.
The same old freezing hatred.
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him personally, his make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the lip. That one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today. Not even Gaston. Alone.
Fat and plump. Like a pheasant. Just begging to be popped off. Please, not yet. I like to look at him strut around. Place.
Sometimes Kuno likes to look at the baggie before he does it. Just look at that fat baggie.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. The blackest. When I put that gun in my own mouth, I think. Nah, better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one. For him. Haven't seen him around lately, strutting around.
Hearing it may destabilize him. You sure you've gotten everything from him?
No. I waited too long. I waited too long.
If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done. There must have been 1,000 black days on the...
And I blew them all. All human beings care about each other. I cared for... Fuck you. You think I haven't seen people die?
He's not okay. This is just an idea, told to him by grown-ups, from radio towers and leaflets, in beautiful print, when he was still a teenager. Everything is... And then he lost it.
Glad we talked about what?
His lip.
Glad we talked about what? What? But you said I would be taken to the...
This terror.
Do you understand?
No, I don't want to.
He is a brave man. Why? He's sweating. Beads are forming.
We don't need your permission. We do need to talk about that boat, though. How are we gonna take him?
You thought you heard something, but it's just...
Maybe we could all fit in there. Yeah, actually, no. Yeah.
Wait, but then, who watches over him while you're coming back?
Fuck. It's the 3 piggies and a boat problem.
What is this farce?
Something is happening. Lillian, you could ask her.
What's this killer?
This fucking world.
Below the confusion and rage, a fit of jamais vu like yours. The thought passes. More...
How about the Kuno comes back for you?
This fucking world. What are...
Cold. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
Que llega.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun.
Tell me what you see.
Yeah, I can
Thank God. If he can see, then maybe, but that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence, its limbs long and slender.
be very careful.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from it. The segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss. Like a... Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of like laughter, a sort of happiness. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up.
This is so sick. It
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze. The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion. Suddenly, there is silence. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, praying to you. The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Tough, no reply. A total ancient silence. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish.
Whoa! Maybe it's poison? Fucking hell.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like nothing. Its simple eyes give off no... It is impossible to see inside. There is only... Suddenly, another flash of... Something stirs in the insect as you begin to back off. It seems to also take a step back. Something tells you the next time you engage, the arthropod follows you with... Hissing and clicking, The arthropod extends its mandible-like antenna. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing.
It's gone. Between those reeds there. Fucking hell, it can... The fuck? Is that ceramic? And more stuff? Like a nest?
What now?
In some kind of strange...
Yeah, Grandpa's not looking so good. We need to check on him.
What is it? What do you want from me?
Something is very wrong with him now.
See.
The man does not respond with fear and longing. A light shiver. The boy waves his hand, the trembling mouth.
Yeah, this fried him. We gotta bring... He's old and fried. Kuno's seen this, like, after... I mean, getting around...
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should. Nothing.
I can't believe that hell...
I lost.
He turns his eye.
Hey, hey! You took the shot! Bang!
Silence. You've gotten all. The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. The blacks of his eyes are
Yeah, old man. Hang tight. Let's slowly...
Vale. Nada, utilizamos el esquife para irnos y ya está, ¿no? ¿Era por aquí? No, por aquí.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Is this a case for Detective Kuno? Idiot Cat Moon, inside car motors. Is Kuno magic? He is.
Sounds an awful lot like.
Yeah, Pig. That's letter shift for you. The alphabet. Shit looks upside down to Kuno.
With its horns in the sky. The symbol of the commune.
Dunno, maybe. Sorta looks like...
Thank you, Kuno. It's the Dolor...
Who the fuck's gonna move it?
The dry grass crackles under your... The flock of quail departs. Now more than... On the islet, there is almost no wind. Just the light movement of... Like a silent orchestra. A silent... The far... A low hum. Air flows.
What?
Momentarily, the sounds are swept away. Pain shoots up your right foot and into your groin.
Fucking spooky, yeah. Is what it is.
A jitter. A sound impatient to happen. You hear some kind of limb fidget, producing an No, it's just your imagination. The skiff is swaying on the waves by the...
Oh, yeah? We did good shit here, detective.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight, but for the sound of conversation on the water. There are two men and a woman stand on the concrete square. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought in. I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant. This is the man with sunglasses from the whirling in rags.
That's right. And you're some kind of murder machine. We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you. Oh, really? They don't seem bothered by it. That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton. Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco go.
Vic, calm down.
We're all pigs here.
Even though we're all pigs here, you and Kuno are more pigs than the rest of the pigs. He'll have your back.
Hello, Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement.
Task force. Cool. On the Kuno. We just came from the fucking island.
Listen, Kuno. Harry and I are old friends, from way back. Won't be long. I just need to talk to Harry about some of the things I think he's done wrong lately.
Good luck with that. Sounds like you're in some shit.
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where...
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in my background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
You. Shit kid? That's you.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case.
No. Because of all that you've done, the cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went. Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of the building. It was on fire. I don't know. It had shit kid written all over it. Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to, and it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me, and...
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't...
Absolutely no idea. Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum. He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
Lieutenant, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends. Okay. Because you're my commanding officer, I really want to...
That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on earth. He's the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitivity training. And I hate sensitivity training.
Yes, I'm Tran Heilerstam. I never said I wasn't Tran Heilerstam. Mikael? Mikael's my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikael wanted...
Him being there with his son, it was not a coincidence.
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s. Like partial psychotraumatic amnesia.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't...
Fuck, pig. The name's gone now. Not Kuno. It's Lema. My name's Lema. Just try not to shit yourself, please.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? He doesn't remember.
See? He really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke.
Yeah, that's very good. God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die. And you were probably right too. I would have never let you abduct a kid and take him on a creepy boat trip in the middle of fucking...
You talking about Kuno? Major Kuno wasn't abducted, you fucking fat dink. Fuck out of here.
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we? Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going... None of us wanted to see the abyss. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks came.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The two cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the next world. Those cases were hard.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
For now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on? And now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah, just stand there. No, now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 40. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic. Patrol Officer Minna picks it up.
He found it. It's
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural. What is it with all these material objects?
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost is your gun's natural state, you drunk bum. So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it.
Oh, come on! You're gonna cut him some slack! Pig's been working hard, digging through the guts of corpses and shit, getting shot and shit.
A bit of a wig? You're drunk, and you let a suspect escape. A certain Glazier.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsohagis. We know.
Duped again. Not for one moment do I believe you quit drinking. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped. All the fact that you kidnapped a kid and took him to some island? That's small-time stuff. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is barely clinging to life in the hospital. Harry, it was...
Yo, I'm gonna stop you right there, fuckface.
That's it. The cavalry has arrived.
No, you've explained enough, pig. Kuno takes care of this shit now. First of all, yo, those guys were all f***ed. The guys in the armor, f***ed. The Union guys, f***ed. So yeah, suck Kuno's dick. You don't know what happened here. You don't know this shit. Automatic fucking weapons, urban battleground shit, battle lines drawn in blood. Now, Kuno wasn't there. Right, you getting this? Kuno was breaking it up with Kuno's main bitch, see? Parting of the ways shit. But when Kuno got there, Pig had fucking smoked all those dinky fuckers. Saved this shit. Martinez shit. I see he's mourning and shit. His main pig got semi-wasted, sent to the boo-boo mobile. Kuno steps up. Kuno fucking fills those shoes. Big boy shoes. Detective Kuno.
He comes to a sudden.
Are you done?
Yo, Kuno feels like you weren't really listening to Kuno. You were hearing, but you weren't listening. And the armor boys came to Martinez to fuck shit up. Hardy boys or whatever the fuck they are. They were telling everyone and their mum how they wasted one of those armor fucks. It was always gonna go down like that. My pig stepped up, got fucked in the leg for it. Sacrifice.
Not bad, Kuno. Could be a little
Yes, I understand. He was in the...
Second, you dinky fucking asshole. This pig right here. This oink oink motherfucker solved that shit. On Death Island. Case solved. Go home or fuck off. solved that shit. Fucking grandpa in the woods did it. Old shit. Kuno doesn't know about that. Look, the real shit here is... Yeah, straggler, sure. Are you getting this smart shit? The old fuck killed him. Confessed to it too. We got him snitching on himself. Popo style.
A straggler from the revel.
Yeah, fucko. He's on the island right now, in a coma or some shit. Oh, and we also got the gun. Gun of the killer shit. You know what I mean? Now, let's get our big boy shit on. Yeah, big shit. We're taking them all down. We're cleaning this shit up. Now, listen up, Sue fuck. You're gonna shit too late. We're in this. There's a fucking
What? Sorry, kid. Me and...
Yo, this is like the biggest moment in... We saw the giant insect.
His hand is shaking with rage.
This fucking old Popo discovered it. Me and the pig bacon discovered a new species. It was beautiful.
He gulps.
This case, this fucking grandpa shit, this ugly shit, it's nothing. We saw a ghost. A real life ghost.
His eyes are welling up now.
Why are you not fucking shitting yourselves? What's wrong?
Did he just say...
I don't know. I zoned out. Harry, did you just pick up some island berm and pin it on him?
You aren't fucking listening. The bum is nothing. This is science history here. It was the Insulindian phasmid. It's connected to the shit. Tell him.
Lieutenant, please. You have to have more than just some mantis. The stragglers...
It's not going well. Present something now. Something safe. Something that proves you haven't... No, there was a giant insect, and they have to understand that. You will find proof. Don't give up.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Larsovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as this man would be Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolutions failed, but not before making it to...
He thinks this detail bolsters your...
It is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Okay, Trant. Thank you. I get it. Harry, no more giant insects. You said you have a motive?
This narrow-minded pig. I can't...
Bring him to heel. Get the kid in line. You could use his help here.
Alright, yeah. Kuno's in it.
He understands you have to nail this.
Jealousy? He's what, 80, 90?
Yeah, suit. Check this shit out. The Merc was banging some chick he wanted to bang, so we shot him. Chick...
Classier. As in the suspect he let escape.
Fucking snitch beano clad. Yeah, that chick. Get over it, pig. She didn't do it. It was Grandpa on the island. Merc was fucking her, and he couldn't hack it. Kuno can hack it. Yeah, politics shit.
Okay. And he'll confess to the prosecution too?
A detective and a civilian. Jean.
Okay. We'll see about it when we get Coast Guard.
There. No one is saying anything. This is good. They can't deny it.
What? On behalf of?
For the sake of political neutrality, I would like to not...
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first.
The fuck, you puss? This'll send you flying.
If that's even remotely true, then a clandestine investigation will be required. It smells like bad news to me. A classic shitkid case that'll get people killed or fired. How? It seems to be ongoing. I see red banners on the gates. Go and hand the terminal over to the Clare brothers. Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul. It doesn't matter how I know about Al Ghul. Is that why you want us to investigate the assassination of the
You fucking twisting his words again. My pig's not dirty. This is fucking paladin shit. He don't bend like that. Tell him.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes...
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why? That's not...
This pig helps people, okay? He's a fucking...
Jean, it is his style.
It's definitely your style to solve side shit.
You're right. It is a small thing. See? No one cares.
Yeah, he really fucked the coon.
Great. Thanks. You snorted the drugs, I know you... No, I don't...
You know, Harry, if I may interrupt again, it would help if you had evidence. Any proof, and I'd play...
Suit, we have a shitload of proof.
They're not going to consider more than one piece of evidence. Put the best proof forth, as solid as you've got.
Some kind of, what were they called? A bower? Yes. Things collected for a mating display. This would indicate a male, but I don't know if...
Shit was there. Display the shit, pig. The shit. It's the proof.
It's a helmet from the victim. Nothing about this even remotely proves you experience a delirium hallucination. It's typical of cognitive damage.
Poor kid. Fuck you.
No, it's not true. It was there. It was real. You remember every detail of its sounds, its movements, its presence.
Bugs everywhere. Plants turning into...
You're right about that.
Fucking Kuno doesn't have a, but it's in my head. In here.
Kuno, please. If it's on the island, then it will be seen again.
It will never be seen again. It wasn't seen for 100 years. Fuck Kuno and let's all pretend there was no miracle.
The sheer willpower in him must be making some dent in their incredulity. If he is that certain, and they are not.
Fuck it. I believe him.
I knew it. The bitch sees it.
Move on. Don't gloat.
No. Sure, you get the case together. You can do police work. In bouts. That's not a surprise to me. Even the insect. I don't care. But you're an alcoholic. And you've been drinking. Again. I won't let my...
Creo que no ha
Jean,
vuelto a
I think
beber.
he hasn't. I can see it on his...
Okay. So he's still here for what? A week?
It's tough. One of the toughest addictions to overcome. Comparable only to heavy synthetic opiates. Even morphine is easier to kick than alcohol, statistically.
He's too old. He's been like this for too long. I've seen him try many times. It's a farce by now.
They're leaving. They're all... No. You can stop. Just wade through the hell. Month after month. Year after year. If you declare yourself a doomed man does not need comfort from anything. He can go on without drink. For the world. For revenge. Compared to the intersection in front of Video Revachol 24, it's nothing. Compared to that, think. You can detect in Jamrock, Boogie Street, Coudon, Leroyam, and Station 41, and the glow of its desk lamps, the clicking of coffee mugs, clouds of cigarette smoke, and the ringing telephone. Your youth, there is still a way back.
Listen to this shit, man!
Detective, I just don't want this trial to go on any longer.
Fucking Harry, fuck you for bringing this kid with you. It's only because he's defending you. It's the only reason you're not staying here to die.
It's more than that. He just can't. One final time.
You manipulative son of a bitch. It is cold, and we have vehicles in the square. The perp needs to be...
Now you will finally get to know who you are. The man looks westward, jingling his car keys.
Who are you? You're a gym teacher. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
No, pig, that explains everything. The running, the jumping, the guns on your arms, your whack mustache. How you jumped that shit, climbed to the roof. Kuno seen this shit before?
You've been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable...
It is getting cold out.
In your 20s or late 20s? You've really let your... Yes, you towed Jim in Cool. I believe that's the term. Towed Jim at a high...
The smell of sweat and glue. Kuro is just east of...
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more...
You. Every morning.
Kuno fucking knew there had to be something wrong if you can run like that.
No. You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would...
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal. I told you it's not that bad.
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? With the bad guys. No one likes us.
What? Bitches dream of the 41st? Why do you think Kuno's in this shit? Weird is, it's fucking violent.
Thank you, Kuno. You're being kind. It's an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the C-Wing. Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run away.
They are damn iconic though. Torson and McLean.
Yeah, not like us. God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the found...
Yeah, that shit's fucking famous on Channel 8.
Somewhere, they speak of change. The city. The tension on the streets. They speak of the...
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore.
He means it. The RCM and its... Your clearance will not go up.
Okay.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
Kuno's liking this shit. Jamrock is the real shit. My name...
Thank you, Kuno. You bring light to my day. It's not a mystery. Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you...
Not Dora Dubois.
Something like that. Have
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people...
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years ago?
6 years and you...
Yeah. Or 7. You're incredibly bangable. She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish.
Snow welkin. Blonde heartbreak... Well,
I've only seen a picture. But it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never...
Look, the sun is about to go down.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to... My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees order.
In other words, he's heard enough.
Who is...
She lives at one...
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She's going to be over the moon.
Fuck do you think? Gonna rock that law enforcement shit with you guys? Detective Kuno? Like you promised?
Like you promised. No, he's not.
Kuno's fucking 19?
You have to be 15 for the junior officer program. You're not even...
Hey! You don't get it? Kuno's got pig all over him. They're gonna hang me by the nuts if you leave me here. You want that on you? A dead kid? Or you want Kuno at your station, solving shit?
His hands are shaking and his face is... He's genuinely scared of being left behind. It's not the locals he's worried about, but an 11-year-old girl.
I know 100 kids with nothing, Harry. We can...
You don't have to make them cops. Only Kuno.
He can't be a cop, Harry. He's a child. A child who says...
I won't say it. I won't say it anymore.
His teeth are clenched.
Maybe you can take the kid with you. Enroll him a year earlier and say he's 14. If he...
I promise I won't say it. I won't say any of it anymore.
For God's sake.
Another sigh of surrender.
Recluta al detective Kuno de Roitier.
Good.
Listo, vámonos.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive.
The great district hums in the slowly. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. Dawson?
Stella.
Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does...
Wonderful. Then can we please just go
Terminar,
back to
eh?
Jamrock now?
Terminar es terminar. Yo diría. Bueno, nada más, ¿no? A ver, el juego... es que me joden. Me jode tener que decir que no le pondré un 10 por el conflicto, pero es un juegazo, las cosas como son. Es un juegazo en el que me lo he pasado muy bien, la verdad. La parte esta de hablar con el señor mayor se me ha hecho un poco bola. O sea, con el de la isla. La parte de la isla para mí sobraba un poco, pero bueno. Entiendo que hay que meterla para que tenga alguna clase de sentido todo esto. No. Verdad que me ha venido un botecillo. Y esta parte del final de hablar con los de la MCR, la verdad es que es muy chulo. Te enteras, ya por fin te enteras de un montón de cosas. Algunas ya las sabías o se intuían bastante, pero muy interesante. Y mi gran declive ha sido lógicamente el conflicto. Yo entiendo que el juego quería hacer que fuera de una forma, ¿no? Que el conflicto fuera sí o sí esto, ¿no? Sí o sí te tienen que meter el tiro y hay muy baja probabilidad de que lo de Kim salga bien. Podían pasar tres cosas. Una, que mataran a Kim. Otra, que se fuera al hospital. Y otra, que no estuviera grave. O sea, que no se fuera al hospital, que siguiera contigo después. Me parece una mierda. Literalmente me parece una mierda la decisión de que pongas 2 tiradas al 97% y aunque la repitas 5 veces vaya a ser negativa. Es decir, no pongas las tiradas, tío. Si tu juego funciona haciendo tiradas de suerte con porcentajes y puntos de stats, me parece genial. Si vas a hacer que algo suceda sí o sí, no pongas tiradas, tío. No las pongas simplemente. Porque me parece de coña que repita una tirada 5 veces con un 97% de probabilidad de acierto y todos me pongas que no, porque el juego claramente he leído en internet que está hecho para que no las acierte. Entonces, tío, ¿qué quiere que te diga? Frustrar al personal de forma injustificada, en mi opinión, pero bueno. Quitando eso, que para mí ha sido la gran putada del juego, el resto me parece una obra maestra. Me parece de 10. El resto me parece de 10. Y no le daría un 10 por esa putada, pero bueno. Nada, ya lo hemos terminado. Vamos a esperar a que terminen los créditos, que probablemente todo esto me lo hayan muteado, pero bueno. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer? Y... Vale. Pues nada, vamos... ¡Vámonos! Me voy despidiendo, gente. Me voy despidiendo ya que hemos terminado. Retomaremos esta tarde, no sé si esta tarde, jugando alguna otra cosita, empezándonos alguna otra cosita. Si no, pues ya mañana. Así que, lo dicho. Espero que os haya gustado, que os hayáis entretenido y os pasado un rato agradable. Hasta luego.